Hello. Listen, this is a great topic this evening, and I want to thank everyone for stopping by. Be sure to share this, and like I say, this is a great segment I'm going to share with you this evening, and this is about showing up. Okay, you always want to show up, and also in showing up, it's how you show up. Okay, and showing up for yourself, it takes commitment. All right? Show up for yourself. It does take commitment. In doing so, you want to be relentless. Okay? You want to be unstoppable. You don't want to quit. You don't want to throw the towel in. You don't want to give up. You commit to showing up for yourself. You also want to be thankful. How you show up, you want to have an attitude. That attitude of gratitude is so important. And this is, when I get up every morning, I have an attitude of gratitude. And I believe it would do you some good too. If you're not getting up with an attitude of gratitude, then make that part of your routine and make that part of your day as well. Just every day, always have an attitude of gratitude. You want to be coachable. And the next thing, the reason I share what I share, oftentimes these are things that I actually have done myself. And so I'm sharing it with you. But I would always tell myself, growing up, I'm not a creative person. And I had friends that were very creative, and I never thought I was. And but one of the things, you want to be creative, and I have to tell myself, I'm creative. I'm the most creative person I know, and you know, just start speaking. I told you on my last live, we have to definitely watch how we speak to ourselves and the words that we choose. But you definitely want to be creative. And you also want to be positive. One of the things about being positive is that negative people look at an opportunity and all they see are obstacles. Positive people look at obstacles and all they see are opportunities. So it's really how you see things, okay? We live in a world where, we're told more about our limitations more so than our potential. And if you've been told no, or you've been told, what you can't do, you have to really change that. And that's very important because that does impact how you're going to show up as well. Repeat after me. I must be positive. Just say that to yourself. I must be positive. Okay? And keep in mind, in order to be more positive, it takes practice. Being positive takes practice. If you're used to being negative and everything you say is reflective of your environment, what you've heard, the negative things that people around you say. They don't believe in you. They tell you what you can't do. You'll never do that. Oh, and they'll kill your dreams. I honestly think we really have to be careful who we share our desires with, because if we're not sharing and speaking to people that are going and growing in the direction that we are, then they're not going to serve you well. And so we have to be very careful. We don't have to motivate ourselves to procrastinate, beat ourselves up, talk about ourselves. We do that easily, right? We don't have to motivate ourselves to have guilt trips, to be lazy, to be driven, and we don't have to motivate ourselves not to be inspired. Those things kind of just happen. So we have to motivate ourselves, in a more positive way, because the negative is just there, okay? I think that the propensity to be negative happens on its own. It really is kind of like those weeds I talked about last night, okay? If you don't tend to your a positive attitude, the weeds, the negatives, they'll take over. Before you know it, you're the most negative person, all right? You want to be patient as well. Don't interpret a delay as a denial, okay, or a defeat, all right? Just because there's a delay does not mean you're being denied. Things don't always happen when we want them to happen. And another thing, sometimes a dream just takes on a life of its own. It's not a straight path. There are curves along the way. It might be some roadblocks, but you just have to be patient and work through that as well. That's why you have to keep your thoughts positive, and you have to have an attitude of gratitude, and you always want to be equipped with the in the right armor, so that none of those other things will penetrate. You also want to be still. Sometimes the best thing that we can do is just to be still and to go within ourselves. We have to pray. We have to meditate. And, listen to that inner voice. Okay? And we also want to block out the noise of the world, because the noise of the world is just distractions. It's distractions, and they'd rather have us focused on distractions rather than our destiny. And keep in mind, we are creators of our destiny. This is something definitely you want to say to yourself. I must listen to myself. I must listen to myself. I must trust myself. I must trust myself, because the answers are within you. The answers are in you. Why? Because greatness lies within you. All right? And so you have to understand that all you're doing is tapping in to the seed of greatness that's always been there. So I hope you got something out of this. I think that just be thankful. Just be thankful and grateful, and know that you are amazing, and just love on yourself, and just, speak amazing things to yourself. So I believe in you. I love you. You're amazing. Take care. Stay safe. God bless. And peace out.